Soil characterization is one of the most commonly asked questions on a real estate development or a construction project. And the reason is there aren't any regulations that people are very familiar with that really dictate exactly what needs to be done. We all wish there was a process that takes you from step A through Z on how to manage that soil part of your project. So what we've done is we're taking some steps to be able to help you understand what are your requirements, whether you're a developer or a contractor, and what you should be doing as it relates to the soil on your project. So here I have two different types of sand, which I'm gonna ask you to think about as soil: white sand and purple sand. Let's say the purple sand is considered to be the contaminated soil and the white sand is the clean, pristine soil that any landfill will take. Now, when you mix those together in like I've done in this cup, and you basically spread it out in the site. Now, if life was this simple, it'd be very, very easy. You can easily tell how much of the purple soil, the contaminated soil, is present. And you can say, yeah, we have a problem here, right? Because if it was all the white color, you wouldn't have an issue. Now, the challenge is in a real construction site or a real estate development project, all the dirt's gonna look the same. And sometimes it even has a building on top of it, or it's covered in rocks and debris and whatever else. So what's underneath, you'll never be able to tell unless you test it. And testing it means that you have to have it analyzed. You have to know what you're looking for. In California, every landfill will have very specific requirements on what they want you to test the soil for before they'll accept it. And they price that soil based on what the levels it has in the soil. California classifies this soil between class 1, class 2, and class 3. And the dirtiest soil and the most contaminated soil is considered class 1. And as you go higher in the numbers, it's the cleaner soil. Now, there are certain landfills that will only accept a certain type of class 3 or cleaner, and other landfills will do class 1, class 2. And with the current regulatory state in California, a lot of class 1 landfills are actually out of state. But the main thing that you need to keep in mind is you're not going to be able to find a very clear picture of what it looks like just by visually seeing the soil. You're going to need to test it. And the importance of testing it is, even if you're purchasing a site that's already that's a vacant land, it's a good idea to test it then, because of the fact that if you do get any surprises, once you've already bought the site and you're in the construction phase, you have no recourse. If you have some data, some analysis to show that a site might have high levels of pesticides or anything like that, well, at least you have an opportunity to be able to negotiate something on the price based on the current condition of the soil. Now, the second thing is that if you're a contractor and you're starting work on a site and you've only estimated, let's say, 1 week worth of off-haul and taking the soil to the landfill, and you haven't done your soil characterization, well, this is one thing you have to know, is that between 3 to 6 months before you break ground, you should have your soil tested and characterized so that you can have the right proper amount of time to identify the landfills you need to take the soil to. Now, again, we all wish soil was different colored so we knew exactly what it has and what it doesn't have, but unfortunately it doesn't work that way. Soil testing is something that needs to be done on your construction site and given enough time so that you can find the right places to take the soil in case you do have some surprises in it. Now, to help you along in that process, we created the Dirty Dirt Guide for developers and contractors that will help you understand the importance of soil testing, what you should test it for, and when you should test it. The link for that you'll find below. And as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us and let us know. Thanks for watching.